Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Paper Garden. It is good to be back after a week off last week. I hope everyone enjoyed Easter or observed Passover or just, enjoyed a weekend of maybe not having to hear me talk. But I'm back and so happy to be here today. So happy that you are here today. I am Emily Hatcher. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Houston, Texas. The rainy Houston, Texas today, which I'm not mad about. Saved me money on watering the tomatoes. What is an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator? It means I teach people how to use paper, dies, stamps, ink, ribbon, embellishments, all sorts of fun products to make cards, gift packaging, home decor, all sorts of paper crafts. And I'm so happy you're here. Like I said, my name is Emily Hatcher. I do stamp under the name Paper Garden. So if you have found your way to us, please like this video. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We really appreciate the support. Comment, let us know what you think of the cards. All of that helps out my business and helps keep me producing more content for you. So please take a minute, hit those like, share, all of those fun things. I'd really appreciate it. So what are we doing today? We are going to make one card from my upcoming monthly card class, which is this coming Saturday for April 18th. We are going to make one of these cards. This class features the Reason to Celebrate stamp set and the beautiful Gallery Designer Series paper, as well as a few other things, including our current product of the month, the Eyelet Bloom Dies, which we'll get to more later. But the third Saturday of every month, I have card class where we make 4 cards and you get to try out Stampin' and take them home with you. I do offer this in person or to go. If you want to join us in Houston at the in-person class today, April, what is today? The 11th? Sunday. This Sunday, the day I post this video, is the last day to register for in-person, but it's still available to go. You can purchase it to go, or you can earn it to go by placing an order of $30 or more this week, anytime through end of day, Saturday the 18th. Placing that order from papergardenhtx.stampinup.net, going over to shop and picking out some great stuff. So you can either pay $30 for it to go, or go spend $30 on product and you'll get the class also for free, mailed straight to your door. When a class like this is to go, you provide the stamps and ink and adhesives. I cut, emboss, punch, everything else, and mail it to you along with links to the tutorials. So, great way to get creativity, having me design that for you, but then you can always put a little bit spin on it yourself. So this class coming up, the idea is that you can get something that you can use maybe as a Father's Day card, a Mother's Day card, birthday card, And then a graduation card or graduation, congratulations, that's what I'm trying to think, card. So these designs, pair so well with our Reason to Celebrate stamp, to use some of these smaller sayings, as well as, of course, some of the larger ones for graduation or special day, celebrations, to cover your upcoming kind of spring events. So we're going to make one of these cards. Class, you would get to make all four. And we're going to make this card today. I'm going to put this off to the side here. We'll bring that back later. And we'll talk some more about some of the other stuff we're using, including this beautiful gallery, designer series paper, and of course our product of the month. But before we get into all of that, let's talk about upcoming events. Make a Mingle, coming this Wednesday, the 15th, which means today's the 12th. Sunday, April 12th. So this coming Wednesday, April 15th, it's always the third Wednesday of the month. What is Make and Mingle? That's an in-person event here in Houston. You come, it's a relaxing evening where you pick a kit from my stash, make whatever project is in that kit, while you socialize and snack and stamp, and just get to kind of reset in the month and have a little creative evening out. So the registration deadline for that is Tuesday the 14th. Advanced registration is required for any of my in-person events. So you just head on over to the website, papergardenhtx.stampin'up.net. Go to that events page, and there'll always be links to register. If there's not a link to register, that does mean that it's full, which no worries, message me. Sometimes there's options for additional to go, or maybe, squeezing in another place at the table. So you can always send me a note if the registration link isn't available. But it's a really fun time. It's $30, and that gets you your first kit, and snacks, sips, and then any additional kit that you want to buy that evening is only $10 for any additional kit. So check it out. Like I said, it's the third Wednesday of every month. So if you can't make this month on April 15th, we'll miss you, but the event will be available again in May, and so on. Also coming up, so wall art. So every month I offer a 12 by 12 piece of wall art class tutorial to go. That one is always only to go. So you will get all the supplies and instructions, and you get to make a piece of 12 by 12 art that you can frame and display. So this month we're continuing with the wall art from last month, which was using the Scalloped Wishes bundle. I'm just going to be honest. I messed up with getting everything prepped for that. And then all of a sudden it's April. So the Scalloped Wishes wall art is still available, and you do need to own the Scalloped Wishes bundle. So in order to complete this wall art, you need both the dies and the stamps, because you are going to die cut yourself anything from Scalloped Wishes. But the cool thing about this wall art is you're going to have options to either make it all paper craft or incorporate some photos. So here is what I'm talking about. So, see my little puppy dog Molly in there. So one of the things that I discovered playing with this set is that passport photo size that you can get from, Walgreens, CVS, wherever you purchase your physical photos from, or if you print it out yourself, that passport size photo, you can die cut around it. You can use the die cut in the set, and it fits perfectly inside this larger oval die. So you'll have all the supplies where you can make the wall art using all of scallop wishes, and each insert will be a little bit different, but you could have all these beautiful flowers, pearl embellishments, or you could make it into a Mother's Day present or just a scrapbook page, whatever, by printing out a bunch of passport size photos and cutting and putting those in instead, or doing a combination, right? So this is really one of those projects where I give suggestions and you make decisions about how to put it together. And it can be really, really cute. So wall art, that is $30. How that works is you would go on the website, register for that wall art class, and then I will send you a link. I'll email you and send you instructions for how to pay for that. And then once you pay, I cut and ship the kit to you. And in that kit, you will receive not only all the supplies to make the wall art, but you'll also receive this month a full pack of iridescent pearls basic jewels and a full spool of ribbon. This Secret Sea faux linen ribbon has gone on last chance. So depending on how many orders I get, you may or may not get this faux linen Secret Sea ribbon, but there's another Secret Sea ribbon that will look just as good. So that's the only caveat, because I can't control how much y'all buy on last chance and when things sell out. So, but the pearls, our pearls are always available. So you get both of these things, which obviously you'll have way more ribbon and way more pearls left than you'll need to just complete this project with. So that's always a nice thing. And that $30 for wall art includes me shipping it directly to your door. So yeah, with that $30 purchase, you get the supplies, the tutorial, full ribbon, full embellishments, and it includes the tax and shipping straight to you. So head on over Paper Garden HTX, that's Stampin'Up.net, and sign up for that wall art class. You'll want to look for the one that talks about the Scalloped Wishes bundle. Also coming up soon, our free VIP preview event. Preview of what? Preview of the new catalog that's coming, that is for May through September, or May through August. That's right here on the on the page. I am not allowed to open it on camera yet, but it will be for both the catalog and the May online exclusives that launch also on May 5th. So what is the free VIP preview event? It is 2 days of demos in a Facebook group. So you'll get invited to a private Facebook group. You'll see 2 days of videos. I want to say there's 10 demonstrator scheduled. I'll be presenting, I'll be doing a demo of some new product myself, and then there's some other really great names. If you found your way to me, you might also have found Jennifer Cotton, Alejandra Gomez, Genevieve Coe, who's in Canada. So there's some really great demonstrators in this group. You'll get to see a bunch of the new product demoed in different ways. And then there's also always a prize patrol going on. So you might, you know, there's a chance you might win some small gift or prize rather. But it is super cool. It's a great way to really, in one concentrated space, see a bunch of samples with the new product. And you don't have to watch all of those things live. All of those videos will be available for usually 2 to 3 weeks. So it is a short window. Also, they're exclusive demos. So like the project that I'll be making on camera in there, that's the only place that I'll make that project on camera. So if you like my videos and like to see those things, like definitely you'll want an invitation. So how do you earn an invite to the free VIP preview event? Way number one, place an online order with me, or have placed an online order with me in the last year. And so that means an order with me as your demonstrator on the Stampin' Up website. So go into papergardenhtx.stampinup.net, clicking that shop button and purchasing. And that is an order of, you know, any dollar amount. So that is way number one. Way number two to get invited to this event is joining my team. So what does joining my team mean? It means signing up to be a demonstrator with Stampin' Up under me. So benefits of that, 20% discount on all your future orders after you purchase that starter kit. You also get my tutorials. You get to come to exclusive events like this VIP experience. You get to come to my team events. You get to come to other demonstrators' team events if they're associated with my team in some way. You also still get to earn your Stampin' Rewards. You still get to participate in other promotions that might go on, and you get to order product early. So if you were to buy your starter kit today, where you get to pick $125 worth of product for only $99, you could pick all of that product from the new catalog and shop early. So there's never any obligation to buy or sell ever. You do not have to run this as a business. In fact, I was a hobbyist for a long time and just used it as a discount. So whatever you'd like to do, if you want more information about joining the team, email me, go to the website and hit the join button. Many different ways. We'd love to have you as part of our creative community. Couple of other things for kind of those are my events. If you always remember, subscribe to that newsletter if you want to always stay up to date on all of my events. Of course, follow us on socials. Again, please, if you are watching this and haven't hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribed on YouTube, follow on Facebook and Instagram. Please do that. You'll stay in the loop there, but always the best way to stay in the loop is signing up for the newsletter. So go to papergardenhtx.stampinup.net, scroll to the bottom of that page, fill in your email address for subscribe, follow those instructions, and you'll always stay up to date on all of the upcoming events from there. You'll also stay up to date on upcoming, broader Stampin' Up events. So what's going on in the broader Stampin' Up environment world? I can't think of the word I'm thinking of right now for the broader Stampin' Up community. There we go. What's going on in the broader Stampin' Up community right now? April's product of the month. So again, it's that eyelet die, which I stuck somewhere when I was trying to be organized. But you see the logo here on your screen. We'll look at it more when we put our card together today. So what's product of the month? Every month, we release a new product, that is available for only $5 with a $75 order. So if you're placing a $75 or more order, you'll get that option of, hey, you're eligible. Do you want to add a product of the month? You say yes, you go in there and you add that to your cart for only $5. These are exclusive. You'll never see them in a catalog or available any other way. They're also only while supplies last. So you might go in there and there might sometimes be prior month's products if there were still some available, or the current months if it's still available. So it's limited one per person, and while supplies last. So this month's is really pretty die. I'll show that here in a little bit, but we've had stamp sets, we've had papers, just all sorts of really cool things. Also coming up, virtual album retreat. So this event is back for another year. It was super popular last year. It's going to be super popular again this year. What is virtual album retreat? So you will purchase the retreat from me, and what you will get an entire kit with so many things. You'll need to go and check it out to get the full list of product, but 2 stamp sets, full embellishment, the upcoming shimmer brush in Golden Glow, which is one of the new in colors. You'll get that shimmer brush before anybody else can even order it. Gel pens, designer paper, plus the tutorials, the page protectors to put, to make it into the sleeve protectors, to make it into an album, photo flip-flops, all the things, and access to the event, to the retreat, which is April 29th through May 1st. So that will be on Facebook. Purchasing the retreat means you will get instructions for how to join that group, and there will be video demos all those 3 days, walking you through step by step, showing you all the tips and tricks to put together, wait for it, 10 double page spreads. So that's 20 pages of scrapbooking all together. Can't come live during that time, no worries. You will have access to that content for several weeks, usually even longer than that. But you'll be able to then do those things at your leisure. There is so much amazing stuff in this kit. You definitely want it. And I know it's at a higher price point, but think about it. Remember, you also still earn your Stampin' Rewards on this. So you will get 10% back in rewards on this purchase. So head on over papergardenhtx.stampinup.net. Check out the virtual album retreat. You won't regret it. So if you purchase the virtual album retreat through me, Paper Garden, Emily Hatcher, if you go and shop with and set your demonstrator to me and purchase that retreat, I will send you the binder or album. So for you to put all those pages that you made in, I will send that to you for free as a thank you gift for purchasing that virtual album retreat from me. So that's an additional free thing. There also might be a little goodie bag in there too. The retreat, the digital content will be available, April 29th through May 1st. So it's 3 days, but again, available for much longer after that. So head on over Paper Garden HTX at StampinUp.net, go to shop and then search for virtual album retreat. Also, there's a new paper pumpkin available now. It has this beautiful, floating paper lantern motif for celebrations. I won't sing the song from the Disney movie that we're all thinking about when we see those little paper lanterns. One, because you don't want to hear me singing, and two, I don't want the little alert when I go to post this saying, warning, copyright infringement for singing that song. But I keep singing the song every time I see this graphic promoting the paper pumpkin. But what is paper pumpkin? That is our monthly subscription box. Every month you get a kit mailed to you. You can either pay month to month, or you do get savings if you pre-purchase months in advance. But you get everything you need for a kit mailed right to your house. And then if you're a subscriber through me, you get some extras too. So this kit, now through the first part of May, you can sign up, and this will be the first kit that you get. Also coming up, I've mentioned the new catalog a couple of times, but a lot of things are coming on that Cinco de Mayo, our new May to August catalog, new May online exclusives, new kits, and of course the May product of the month. So as always, as I've said before, you want to stay in the loop on all of those things. Subscribe to our newsletter. We send it out, we don't bombard your email box. Of course, you can always unsubscribe if you need to, but it's the best way to stay in the loop on everything, including it's the only way to get the measurements for the cards or projects that I make on here every week. Of course, this week, since we're making a card from our upcoming class, the other way you could get this tutorial is, of course, remember, you can earn not only the tutorial, but the supplies for this card and our other 3 cards from this coming Saturday's class by placing a $30 order this week between now, April 12th, and Saturday, April 18th, any online order of $30 or more. So we are going to get stamping. I'm also going to show you a couple of things. So what all are we going to use today? We're going to use some pecan pie card base. We are going to use this piece of designer series paper is actually from Nature Walk DSP. This paper, I know so many things went on Last Chance, which again, what is Last Chance? That's when products are marked that they're going to be while supplies last. Once they're gone, they're gone. And most of the time they are discounted as well. But Nature Walk did not go on last chance. I think there might have been some confusion at first, or people were expecting it to, but this DSP is still available. So we're going to use this piece as well. We are going to use something that is on last chance, which is this gold and white ribbon, which also means if you order this to go, you might get a different piece of ribbon subbed in, depending on how many, or if you're in person or to go or earn this class for free, you might get a slightly different piece of ribbon subbed in. You know, again, like, while supplies last applies to demonstrators too. So I always try and guess and be frugal, you know, with all the supplies that I buy. But sometimes I guess wrong and have to substitute. Sorry for coughing. Let me take a quick sip of some water. The oak pollen is insane, though I'm hoping this rain will knock some of it out of the air, and I won't have so much trouble breathing. We are also using, and this is what it looks like when it's cut, we are using this month's product of the month, which is the Eyelet Bloom Die. This is such a cool die. One big die, like this. It is, yeah, we'll just jump into it. We're also using Beautiful Gallery, which I'll show that in a minute, and some very vanilla cardstock along with some Mossy Meadow ink, and of course, always our reason to celebrate, stamps. So let's get in. There's a lot to look at today. I was having a hard time when I was kind of writing my pre-show notes. I was like, oh, I need to talk about this and this and this all while I'm stamping. Like, I don't know, you know. So just bear with me. So this die, like I said, it's all one piece. So in it's, like I said, it is quite large. So it is 6 inches by 4. It's a little bit more than 4 1/4, but a little bit less than 4 3/8. But the biggest thing to know about this die is, and you see the edges here, you see how this edge of the die doesn't have like a cutting edge on it, which means, and this is why I wanted to keep this like that and not have punched it out for you already. This means, make sure you can see it, that when I ran it through the Stamp Emboss machine with a piece of paper larger than the die, it didn't cut it all the way out, see? So that makes it really cool for making backgrounds. Like, also think about if you were doing like a scrapbook page, you could then cut a little bit more border out. Like, there's a lot, it gives you a lot of options. Then of course you can do like what we're doing today, and we're gonna go and punch out in this. It's so pretty, so delicate. There's just so much detail. I hope the glare is a little bit better. There you go. Maybe that helps. You can, of course, get all of these little bits out or not. What I have found while I've been playing with it is I kind of like to just see what pieces kind of fall out and what don't, and leave it at that. But there's a lot of other interesting techniques that you can do where you kind of go through and flip like the petals up like that and give even more dimension, or make sure all of these little pieces get punched out. You know, there's lots of different ways to use it, but it's so pretty. I will definitely say If you die cut with it with a piece of paper that's smaller than the die, make sure you've got take your pick tool handy, your tweezers handy, in order to pull the paper up off the die. All right. So that is this. This is Mossy Meadow cardstock. We're gonna punch out in a minute, and then this is the piece that most of the rest of the cards use, or all of the rest of the cards use paper from this beautiful gallery set. So let's look at some of that. So this designer series paper, sorry, pardon my reach across the frame. I didn't think about that when I moved this over. So this is a 6x6 designer series paper. You get 4 of every design, which is super cool. And they are, some of them are scenes like this, like just beautiful scenes that would be great to use in scrapbooking, great to use in wall art. This makes some really pretty wall art. But then also there's just these beautiful kind of brush stroke, there's some brush stroke pattern. There's some sort of kind of paisley-ish patterns too. There's just like beautiful scenes, and then really nice subtle prints to use as well. So it's a really interesting, diverse. It's been out for a while, but it's still in stock, fully available. If you haven't picked this one out yet, I really recommend it because it's so versatile. And one of the other reasons it's versatile is I'm going to read you all the colors that come in it, which gives you lots of options for matching. Basic beige, basic black, basic gray, calypso coral, cloud cover, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, lost lagoon, mossy meadow, peach pie, pecan pie, secret sea, and smoky slate. So a lot of nice neutrals available, but and one of the things that's so great about Stampin' Up! Is it takes the work out of coordinating colors for you. So I just read that giant list, right? And when I was reading Mossy Meadow, and I was like, well, I know I have plenty of Mossy Meadow cardstock, I have Mossy Meadow ink, and then I went, oh yeah, in the Nature Walk, like a bunch of those colors that I just listed are also colors listed in the Nature Walk DSP. I want to use, let me go see what might work. And I was like, oh my gosh, this works too. Coordinates could be out of the same set of designer series papers. So that's one of, like I said, the great things about Stampin' Up! Is Mossy Meadow is going to mean the same thing wherever it's written down, that consistency of color, as well as when all those colors on packs are read out, those colors go together, right? So you can always also find that out by, we sell a color coach, like a little wheel that helps you match, which is a great tool too. But one of my favorite hacks is just to read the colors that are in designer series paper that I like, that designer series paper. And then I go, oh, okay. Perfect. Now I know my combos that I'm going to use, right? So that's a great tip for you. So card is real simple, and it's one of those things I wanted to talk to you about today. It's one of the things I like to show you. You don't have to have a bunch of equipment. You can do, the SIP method, stamp ink paper. That's all you need to get started. Especially when you take a class like this from me to go, actually all you need is stamps and ink, right? And of course adhesive, but I'm gonna die, I will have die cut this for you. I will have used our circle punches to punch it out for you. You don't even need to own the punch. You actually don't even need to own the paper trimmer, though I recommend, even if you're starting out, that you get the paper trimmer, because you're gonna need that. At least if you're me, like measuring it and then using scissors to free cut is not in my wheelhouse, which is why I do a paper trimmer. But like this will be cut for you, and you'll be all good. So we're gonna take our piece of pecan pie, fold our base, use our bone folder, and then we're gonna go ahead, this is a piece of Very Vanilla. We're gonna go ahead and put that on the inside. Normally I would tell you stamp your greeting for the inside, and only put it in after you've stamped whatever you're gonna put on the inside, so that if you mess up on your stamping, you can flip the piece of paper over. I am living on the edge and putting it in now, because I'm not quite sure if I'm going to give this card for Mother's Day or Father's Day yet. So I'm doing it on the inside. One thing to note, though, is always make sure you remember which way your card is oriented before you stamp that too. So we've got that all ready to go. Now we're going to take our card front, again in the Nature Walk DSP. So look at that reverse side pattern, so pretty too. We're using our Stampin' Seal. Actually, we're not using our Stampin' Seal. Well, we will, but I almost messed up. See, I told you, like, I'm just like 1 week of not doing video, and I'm like, how did I get here? What am I doing? So we're gonna cut a piece and this piece of ribbon will already be cut for you when it comes to go. And then we're just gonna, since I already put the Stampin' Seal on it, this will be a little bit tricky. So normally, well, I can show you, I can do it. You should definitely do this part first. I just got carried away. I was excited. So you're gonna wanna position it halfway through, or halfway about on landscape mode, and you take, so you can put some Stampin' Seal there. That works too. I just always like to do a glue dot, because normally I don't have the Stampin' Seal on the back there. And so then, it lets me position, I don't know. It's just one of those preferences. I like to do glue dot. And you see how I'm pressing the glue dot paper onto that. You don't ever try, or I would definitely not recommend trying to like peel the glue dot off and adhere it. Just stick the thing, like I just did. Stick it on the thing, and then it'll tear off from the paper. Now, from Stampin' Seal is already on there. We're gonna position that. All right. So we had ran this through our die cut machine. So I'm gonna use the 2 3/8 circle punch. Now again, if you don't, if you just want to replicate this at home and you don't have all of the circle punches I'm about to use, if you have the Spotlight on Nature dies, circle dies, or even probably I think the sizes in Stylish Shapes, those probably have the right size. I didn't check. I didn't check on that. So you could, instead of punching, you could die cut the size circles out that you wanted. So we're gonna do that. And then we're actually gonna use, we're making a slight change on the sizes here from the sample, and we're gonna use 1 3/4 circle punch. And as if you've watched my videos before, you know that normally I would tell you to stamp and then punch. This time, because of how we're layering, I actually want to punch out first so that I can kind of figure out how I want to do the layer before I pick exactly where I'm going to stamp. So then I'm using the 2-inch circle punch. So you can see where I was testing, and I'm a little bit bummed because this beautiful flower right here is too skinny. So we're gonna do, I think, so this is also a fun part. You can kind of see where you might like, ooh, I kind of like that spot. Maybe that one. Actually, no, I think I'm going to go back to here. Punch that out. All right. So, yeah, the opposite side on this one is kind of this cool city map. I didn't really pay attention. I'm not sure if it's a real city. There is a river, but it doesn't look like it's not the Thames, it's not Chicago River. Yeah, I think it's just a made-up town. We'll see. Definitely not the bayous in Houston either. So this is where, okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna kind of play with my positioning a little bit to see how and where I might. So I've got my Love You stamp mounted on my clear block. Okay, so I'm gonna want to do it right about there. You notice I didn't mark it or anything, but really I just wanted to position it to give myself an idea. Okay, so this is what right now would be considered our old stamp case because we have newer format, but then this will be the old stamp once our new magnetic stamp case launches on May 5th, which I have one here. So a little bit bigger, about little bit narrower, but this is also the older block. I forgot to bring kind of the current one too, but it is magnetic. So I'll show this more in a later video, but you've heard me talk about the new stamp pads. Wanted to do that quick preview there. So open here, but it also just, I've said it before, don't feel like you're gonna have to repurchase every single ink pad you have in the new format when it launches. Only the new in colors are in that new format, new magnetic style. But all of the colors will be, there will be transitioning. But don't feel like you had to. Obviously, we've changed cases already once since I bought this one, and I never felt the need to rebuy it, right? This pad keeps working. This pad is probably 10 years old. Oh, it definitely is, because clearly when I bought it, it was an in color, which I didn't even notice. And the Bossy Meadow is no longer an in color. It is part of the collection. So I could probably figure out when I did buy this, because it was sometime during the 2 years this was an in color. That's funny. I hadn't even noticed that. All right. So we stamped our love you. So again, the reason to celebrate doesn't have a specific stamp that says Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day. I think that's okay, right? You say love you, and then you write on the inside Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, right? Or love you inside, congratulations on whatever you're congratulating someone that you love for, or just writing them a note, like thinking of you, right? That's why I lots of times, of course, on happy birthday cards, lots of times I'll put the happy birthday on the front. But that's why lots of times I don't always put a very specific greeting on a front, because then the cards in your stash, or in your, I have a little card organizer, you could use them for lots of different things. So you saw me, I was playing with how to organize these. So I've got kind of an idea in my mind. Now I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, which is the one thing I forgot to bring in here. So hold on real quick while I knew I forgot something. You guys, man, I don't know. I definitely drank all my coffee this morning, but clearly I am not, my head is not all the way in the game. So hang on 1 minute. Okay, back with my Stampin' Dimensionals. These are full size, and normally y'all see me use minis on here. This is what happens when you don't pay close attention to your cart sometimes. I meant to order minis, but I ordered the big ones instead, but they work just the same. You can cut them. I'll be, when I need a mini, I'll be cutting them in half. So I put 3 on there, and I'm trying to do this circle about halfway. Oops. Kind of halfway centered. Then we're gonna do our love you in our very vanilla, and we're gonna again kind of, okay, so we are gonna want that kind of hanging off to this side, maybe, and a little bit up. But this is one of those things where I don't want to put dimensionals here. I will want some there, so we're going to actually use kind of 2 pieces of blue. So since this is a large dimensional, I'm only going to use 1, and I'm going to actually put it right behind where I stamped love you, because I know that that's going to hang off the card. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Stampin' Seal here on the edge, so that we get the best of both worlds. And then press that down. Now this one, I'm pretty much gonna only use Stampin' Seal. I might tuck a dimensional up under here, because we're just gonna kind of see how we like to position it. So I think we're gonna position it like that. And then we do have a little bit of room, so we're gonna tuck our Stampin' Dimensional under here. And there we go. We're already done, right? We are already done. And it is beautiful, simple. Yeah, I like this change, I think, with the size. This is still a great card, but I think I like the size. We've got our product of the month, our beautiful gallery designer series paper, our reason to celebrate stamps, Nature Walk DSP, this, like I said, this ribbon, this gold and white ribbon is on last chance. But beautiful, beautiful card. Remember, you can earn to get the tutorial only for just this card. Subscribe to the newsletter. If you want all 4 cards, tutorials, and supplies, again, you provide the ink and the stamps and adhesives. I do everything else. Make sure you can either register for today, Sunday, what did I just say? This side today was Sunday the 12th. You can register for in person today, Sunday the 12th, or you can place a $30 order anytime this week from the 12th through end of the day Central Time on the 18th. And you will get this card class shipped to your house with the instructions. So thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for having some patience with me today. Definitely a little bit floopy, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video. Please follow us on all of our platforms, and please tune in next Sunday. Have a great week. Bye.